Hi guys, welcome to yoga class today. My name is Janet. I'm going to take you through a class that's going to energize you and make you move around a little bit. So we're going to start by sitting, um, crisscross position on your bottom, and we'll begin by reaching the arms up high to the sky, stretching up, reach up, and exhale, reach your arms wide to the sides. And again, inhale, reach your arms up. I want you to feel if you could stretch towards the ceiling like you could touch the ceiling, and then all the way down to your sides. And one more time, big stretch of your arms all the way on up, reaching up. And this time, as you reach your arms wide, lowering your arms down, you're going to bring your hands all the way onto your belly. We're going to use our hands on our belly to start to deepen our breath. So I want you to take a deep breath in, all the way down into your belly, feeling your breath underneath your palms. Keep breathing in, and then breathe out slowly. 2 more cycles. Deep breath in to where you can feel your breath underneath your hands, and then slow breath out. Take one more round. Deep breath in, and empty your breath out completely. And for a moment, I just want to notice how you feel after you slow down the pace of your breath. And then take your hand to the side, and we'll begin by creating a side bend, reaching over. And you're going to switch and reach over, and switch and reach over. And continue to move from side to side. And today in our yoga class, we're going to practice moving fast and moving slow, kind of noticing the difference, and when we'd want to move fast, when we'd want to move slow, and always staying in control no matter what is going on. So a little bit faster. Let's go over. Even though you're moving faster, can you still feel the bend in the waist? Can you feel the side stretch? And one more time, then let's slow it down and really stretch and reach. And slowly switch and stretch and reach. And bring it back to center for that same reach all the way high. And now we're going to uncross our legs and stretch our feet out. And I want you to bring your hands to your head and hands to your toes, hands to your knees, and hands to your shoulders. Hands to your head, hands to your shoulders, hands to your feet, and hands to your knees. And now we're going to do it more traditional with our head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So we know the different parts. It's our head, our shoulders, our knees, and our toes. So we're going to touch those spots. We're going to go a little bit quicker. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. 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 Now slow it down. Head, shoulders, knees, and then your toes. And stretch over, fold over. All right, all the way to a crisscross position, and we're going to bring ourselves onto all fours position. So table pose. And now we're going to move into this pattern, into a rock pose. You can feel your knees tuck in, your head rests down to the ground. Inhale into table pose. Exhale, round your back into cat pose. And inhale, stretch your heart forward into cow pose. So feel the rock position, tuck the knees in, let your head rest down. Come into table position, stack the shoulders over the wrists. Round your back like you're an angry cat and push the floor away. And then stretch your heart forward into cow pose and feel your back bend. Now come all the way back to rock pose. Take a moment and rock. Think about those 4 poses. We're in one of them right now, and we're going to move faster into each pose. Make sure you're in each pose as we move quicker. Table, cat, cow, rock, table, cat, cow, rock, table, cat, Cow, rock and hold. Slowly come into table pose. Pick yourself up and reach your chest forward. Feel your back long. Exhale, round to cat pose. Push the floor away. Lift the belly, lift the back to the ceiling. Inhale into cow pose, creating a back bend as you stretch your heart forward. Okay, come back to center. Table pose. Stretch one leg back. Now, the opposite side, that arm is going to stretch forward. Super cow, reaching out. Make sure it's the opposite side of the body. If you did the same side, it's going to get a little tricky. Might be hard to balance. Still might be hard to balance, even with the opposite limbs lifted. So check it out. Hold for another round of breath. Try and stabilize yourself, and then release down. Switch. Other leg will extend back with the opposite side arm, reaching forward. Make sure you're doing the opposites and not the same side so you can balance best you can. Now pull your belly in, reach your fingers out, reach your toes back. Take one more deep breath in and lower your hand and your knee down. Okay, everyone, tuck your toes and walk your hands just a little bit forward. We're gonna come into our first downward dog. So you can lift your hips up towards the ceiling and really stretch out all along your spine. The lift of your hips, look towards your hands and give yourself a little hop to your hands and stand up. Reach your arms up. Lower your arms down, and this is mountain pose. Feel strong in your mountain. Okay, we're gonna move through sun dance, going through different poses, linking the movement with our breath. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees to touch your toes. Inhale, lift your back so that you have a long back. Exhale, lower your hands and come into plank pose. Plank pose, we use a lot of muscles to keep ourselves strong in this position. So feel all the muscles working. Press down into your feet and your hands. Pull up into your belly and then bring it all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift into a cobra pose. This is snake pose. We're going to hiss our breath out. Hiss and lower down. 2 more times. Curl up into your snake. Hiss and lower down. 1 more time. Big breath in and nice and slow. Hiss. Flip the toes under. Push the floor away. Lift yourself up and reach back into downward dog. Lift your hips up. Press the floor away. Big, big stretch for your whole body. Look to your hands and give your feet a little hop to your hands. Stand up. Reach up, sun pose. Lower your arms to your sides, mountain pose. Now, from here, we're going to move into a frog squat position. So you can turn your toes out and your knees out, and you're squatting. So you're lifting your hips above the floor. They're not on the floor. And we're going to practice 3 different kinds of hops. We're going to hop forward, to the side, and back. So we'll actually hop to the side first. So we'll hop this way, and you can hop as high as you'd like or stay pretty low, depending. So hop to the side, and then hop back to center. We're gonna go the other way. Hop to the side, and then hop back to center. And now we're gonna go forward. So do a hop forward, and hop back to where you were. Okay, last one, we're gonna go backwards. Hop backwards, and back to your center position. Stand up, reach your arms up, lift up, bring your feet together, and then I want you to see how I'm lifting off of my heels, lifting up nice and high, stretching high to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and lower your heels down. Now we're gonna sink back into a chair pose, imaginary chair, like you're reaching to sit down at a table, and then stand up, and sit down, and stand up, and sit down, and stand up, And sit down one more time. Stand up, hold, bring your arms to your sides, strong mountain pose. Okay, feel your mountain setup. Press into your feet, squeeze your legs together, your hips together, your arms, and feel super strong in your belly. We're gonna lift one heel off the floor and then wag the knee out to the side, and we're gonna come into our tree position. Push into your standing leg, reach your arms like branches wide, reach your arms like branches up, and reach up. And if you feel super solid in your balance, you can reposition your foot up higher on your leg. And then you're standing on one foot only, or keep the toes down. One more deep breath in and out. Lower your arms and release your foot down. And now you can set yourself back up in your mountain pose where you can find your strong structure and the other heel will lift. And then you're gonna flag that knee out and maybe the heel rests on the ankle. That's a good place to start. And the arms can go wide and maybe the branches grow high. And maybe you feel super solid here, in which case you can bring your foot higher up. And if balance begins to get tricky, you can always place your foot back down. And that's a good way to stop yourself from falling over. 2 more rounds of breath. Deep breath in and out. 1 more round of breath and out. All right, lower your arms down. Release the knee and the foot. Okay, this is mountain. This is sun. This is mountain. Now we're gonna do star. It's a little bend and a bounce. Stretch out, 5 points in the star. Head, 2 hands, and your feet. Create those points. Come back to mountain. Do you remember sun pose? Arms up. Okay, shoot out star pose. Reach wide. Bring it back to mountain pose, to sun pose, to star pose, and mountain. Okay, so we know the difference between each poses. We're gonna try and go a little bit faster. Anytime you go faster, it gets a little bit tricky and maybe like the poses morph into each other. Best you can, try and make sure that you land each pose even when you're moving fast. All right, mountain and sun, then star, mountain, sun, star, mountain, sun, star, mountain, sun, star, mountain, hold. Okay, take a pause. We're gonna switch it up. So we're not gonna move in the pattern. I'm just gonna say what it is, the pose, and I want to see if you can get right into that pose as quickly as possible. Star, sun, mountain, sun, star, mountain, star, mountain, star, mountain, star, mountain, star, and hold. Okay, now hold your star pose. We're gonna try a little bit of balance. So you're gonna start to lean to one side, rock, whoop, and lean to the other side, rock. So rocking star from side to side. And when I say stop the rock, we'll see if you can balance on that side. So it's nice to practice finding your balance as you move from side to side so that when you're ready to stop, you know what it feels like, where to engage to hold the balance. Stop the rock and hold. See if you can keep reaching over and maybe lift the floating leg higher. And then let's do 5 kicks together. Bend and kick 1, kick 2, kick 3, 4, and 5. Rock it back into place. All right, faster rocks, but we are gonna move to the other side eventually. So let's go a little bit faster. Rock, 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 rock. And then when I say stop, you're gonna stop on the other foot. And stop, hold. Take a moment to find your balance. Maybe lean into it more. 5 kicks, bend and 1, 3, 4, 5, and then bring it all the way back. Sun pose and mountain pose. Arms to your sides. Okay, we're gonna take a deep breath in, reach your arms high. Exhale, fold down towards your feet. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, step back. Plank pose. Back into that strong plank position. Press the floor away. Okay, lower to your belly.
Now, we're gonna stretch our arms out. Similar to what we did on hands and knees when we were doing super cow, I'm gonna do super snake. So we're gonna do one leg up, and then think about it. You're gonna do the opposite side arm away from the floor, lifting up. So opposite sides of the body, float up, take a deep breath in, and exhale, lower, switch. The other leg will now lift, and the opposite side arm will also lift. Stretch out through your fingers, through your toes. Take a deep breath in and out. Now I want you to rest your head down and take your arms down by your sides. We're gonna do shark pose together. So interlock your hands behind your back. See if you can lace them together. If you can't lace your hands, you can just reach your hands towards each other without actually holding hands. Lift your head up, chest up, reach your arms back behind you. Your hands might be together or apart, but they're reaching and helping you lift up. Take 2 more rounds of breath. See if you can hold it. And 1 more deep breath in and slowly down. Release your hands right by your rib cage and then ease yourself back into your rock position. Come into your rock pose, heavy as a rock. Let your head and your hips sink down. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's come all the way on up to a seated position. So adjust so you can sit down on your bottom and take your feet apart, or sorry, your feet together but knees apart. And now you're in your butterfly setup. If you'd like to, you can hold on to your feet and start to kind of move your imaginary wings. Okay, from here, we're gonna stretch one of those wings out, stretch your leg out, and it doesn't have to come all the way to straight, and then lower, and I'll switch to the other side. Stretch and lower. And then we're gonna fold into sleepy butterfly, coming down towards the ground. Pick up your head and bring your legs together. From here, we'll take our feet about hips width distance apart. We're gonna bring our hands behind us. This is a reverse table. You'll lift your bottom up, come into your reverse table, push the floor away, looking forward. Okay, take a walk in the reverse table. Bring one knee in and lower, other knee in and lower. Good job. Tap your pelvis down, and then we're gonna slide all the way down onto our backs, and right away you can lift your feet up and you can start to move your legs. You can imagine like you're running on the ceiling or maybe riding a bike. You just wanna get your legs moving, fast, 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 and then try going slower here. Good job. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And maybe grab your feet and roll around a little bit. And then from here, release your feet. And we're gonna stretch ourselves out into like our star pose, the way we were standing. Think about those 5 points, your head, your 2 arms, your 2 legs, all stretching out. And try closing your eyes for a moment and think about all that movement, all that energy, and take a moment to rest your whole entire body. So you can imagine like you're a star up in the sky. And take 3 rounds of breath here. And bring some movement back into your fingers and your toes. You can wiggle them. And then hug your knees back into your chest, giving yourself a big squeeze.
And then turn yourself over to one side, rock over, and lift yourself up. And let's take a moment to sit here quietly, nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, stretch your arms up high. And exhale, bring your hands down onto your belly. Breathe into your belly, inhale, and exhale. All right, thank you guys for doing yoga with me today. If you want more, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Janet Carter, and I'm offering some live classes during the week. So get in touch. Have a great day.